Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mary, and today's video is going to be my December Shop My Stash. So, Shop My Stash is a style of video that I do every single month on my channel. It just allows me to look through my makeup collection, choose things that I already have to focus on for that month. I used to do this in lieu of a project pan, but I did actually start a project pan in September of this year, so if you want to see any of that, that information will be linked in the description box down below with that playlist linked, probably in the card here. So I will not be showing those products in my project pan in this video, but just know that I will be continuing to work on those because they're in my project pan. So the first thing that is always in my Shop My Stash box is my SPF. This is just the Neutrogena Clear Face SPF 30. This is a facial sunscreen that I use every single day. And I also have in my daily moisturizer. This is the Simple Kind of Skin Replenishing Rich Moisturizer. Just looks like this. I got both of these at Walmart. It's just what I use every single day. This month I actually have a primer in the box. So I decided to try to use my Northern Lights primer from Ofra. I don't really use primer every day. If you're not new to my channel, then you already know that. I don't tend to use primer. I don't find it a necessary step. However, when I do have samples, I like to use them and not just let them sit in my collection. So I will be using this up this month, and I'll see how it works and let you know if it changes my mind about primers, but I don't think it will. The other thing that is always in my Shop My Stash box is my brow products. I use the NYX Professional Makeup Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Espresso. It's just a brown pencil, and on the end it has a spoolie. And then I also have the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This is just a clear brow gel. I don't have other brow products, so these stay in my box all year round. For foundation, this month I'm going to be messing with the Born This Way from Too Faced. This is their matte foundation. I'm wearing it today. This looks like it would be way too dark for me, but I find that if I use the right amount of concealer and a little bit of this, it actually works just fine. So I don't have a problem using that in the winter. I was testing it out this morning because when I'm filming this, it's December 1st. And so I just wanted to make sure that this was going to work for me in the winter, and if not, I was going to have to add in either my palest foundation to mix or just a different foundation. But I am really excited to bring this back out. I was loving it when I was using it over the summer. For concealer this month, I mentioned this, I think last month. I only have my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly. This is the only concealer I have left in my collection right now, and once I use this up, I will probably be purchasing the NYX Born to Glow Concealer because that was my favorite concealer that I've tried in a long time. This is fine. It works fine. It's a little bit too brightening for me a lot of the time, but and I don't always prefer a super bright under eye look like this is clearly giving me. I tend to prefer a concealer that is closer to my skin tone just so that it like blends in a little bit better, but I'm using this. I'm liking it. It's totally fine. It works for me. For powder, I'm going to bring out my Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass powder in the shade Banana. It's just a banana powder. This works fine. I can use it set all over my face. I believe this is specifically intended for baking, but I don't really bake, so it is what it is. If you want to see, I have a whole video of testing kimchi makeup, and I'll have that linked in the card and also in the description box down below, so if you want to watch that, you totally can. For bronzer products, I'm going to be using my Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze in 102 Tantric. This, ooh, dip my finger in it, that's okay. This is super powdery, has a lot of kick up, but it's the bronzer I have on today. Totally works for me, and I'm interested to see how long I'm going to have this before I hit pan. Some people I think have a really hard time hitting pan in bronzers. Every bronzer that I own that's technically a bronzer has pan in it. I do have a Dior Quad that has a bronze blush in it that doesn't have pan in it, and I use that as bronzer, but I tend to use that lightly because it's like shimmery bronzer. Anyways, but I am interested to see how long it'll take me to get pan in this product, because I think I usually have bronzers for like 1 to 2 years, but this is a huge pan, so we'll see. For blush, I have my Oden's Eye Alva Fruit Blusher in the shade Apricot Girl. It just looks like this. The lights might still be too bright. Turn them down just a bit. Okay, I've altered the lighting slightly. I don't know if you can tell a difference, but hopefully that works. I have this Oden's Eye blush. This is just a light peachy blush. It's the blush I have on today. Are you sensing a trend? But yes, I do really enjoy this blush, and I wanted to bring it back out because I feel like I didn't really use it that much when I first got it. Because I, at the time, had different blushes in my Shop My Stash, so I was focusing on those. But I do want to use this a little bit more, and I would like to eventually get the pattern off the top. Can you even tell if there's one? Hold on. You see that? I would like to have that all be flat at some point. Another like product, I have a little face palette in here. This is the Ofra X Madison Miller collection. It's a blush and 2 highlights. I don't know what the shades are called because it doesn't say on here, but obviously blush, highlights. I brought this out because I never really use it, and I want to sort of fix that and use it more because I bought it and then kind of used it a handful of times and just sort of put it away in a drawer. And I do find these highlights really, really beautiful. They are slightly almost too shiny and almost too deep for my skin tone. I bought this right at the tail end of me really enjoying like glittery highlights. So I use these as eyeshadows sometimes, or like inner corner highlights, and I feel like it works really well for that. But if I don't have it out, I don't use it. So I need to bring it out and start using it more. And then the other highlight that I have is my Nude 6. What is this called? Magnetic Nude Glimmer in the shade 24 Karat Goddess. Looks like this. I really enjoy applying this on my face under makeup. I like applying this just on the tops of my cheekbones. I love this product, and I'm really, really glad that I have it, so I'm really happy to keep using it. Now, those are all the face products done, and now we're going to do eye products. So just to start off, the things that I always keep in here, I have my Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Eye Primer, as well as my NYX Glitter Primer. I have the palettes that are my Shop My Stash, so I'm not going to talk about, but I also brought in my Odin's Eye Mini Forest Palette from the Alba 2 collection. I have a video where I test this, and I can link that in the card down below in case you want to see the look that I came up with. But it looks like this. And I, again, bought this from Odin's Eye. I was really excited about it when I first got it. Used it for that video and then made a couple of different looks with it. I find that this is a better companion palette than it is a standalone palette just because I personally can't do a whole lot of looks with a shimmery green, a shimmery pink, a shimmery blue, a shimmery gold, a blue matte, and a brown matte. But I do really enjoy this. I did, for that video, make a look where I used all of the colors in here. And also I really enjoy this as like an additional shade here and there. So I'm really glad to keep this in here. I think this was also in here last month, but correct me if I'm wrong about that. I didn't use it, so that's why I don't remember. But I feel like it was still in the box, and that's why I'm keeping it. Anyways, then I popped in my Kimchi I'm Feeling Sweet. This is just a neutral palette. Really, really pretty. I use some of these. I use the shimmer on my lids today. And again, that video will be linked in the card somewhere and down below. But I love this palette. I think it works really well. And then the last palette that I'm going to keep in this box this month is my e.l.f. XJ Kiss Up palette. This is just a rainbow palette. I will have my 7 looks. 3 looks? How many looks did I do with this? I think I did like 7. But I might not have. I'll have whatever video that is linked in the card and down below so you can watch it if you're interested. I really like this palette still. And I just like adding color to my looks. I'm a big fan of, I know you can tell by my like gray eyeshadow today, but I'm a big fan of using color most of the time. And then for just extra eye products, I have a Kaja Moon Crystal. This is a sparkling eye pigment in the shade 02 Luminary. This is actually really, really beautiful. I've only used it like twice, which is why I'm putting it in this box. But it's like a really shiny color, and you can use it just all over the lid and then blend some bronzer into the crease. That's how I've worn it before. And it just makes for a really pretty, really sparkly eye look. So I want to get more use out of this because I know these have a shelf life of like 6 months. Yeah, 6 months. So I got to use this at least. I know it probably won't go off that fast, but these things like liquid shadows and stuff do tend to dry up. So I do want to get my use out of it while it's still good. I also have a NYX eyeliner in the shade All-Time Olive. It's just a green eyeliner. I have it in my waterline today. I'm losing my voice. And I've only been filming for like 15 minutes, so that's kind of crazy. And then last but not least, mascara. I used up the mascaras that I've been working on, the minis, or the mini Damn Girl and the Revlon Volumizing. So now this is the only mascara I have left. So this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I did open it a couple months ago, but I haven't really used it, so I haven't continued to open it. That's the other reason I like doing Shop My Stash, because then I just use like one mascara until it's used up. So I'm going to use this until it goes dry, and then I will not be repurchasing this. I'll be buying a drugstore mascara. Now we are on to lip products. So for lip products, I have 2 lip liners in here this month. They're my Kat Von D lip liners that KVD Vegan Beauty lip liners that I have. They're the Everlasting lip liners in the shades Blood Milk, which is this like purpley maroony shade, and X, which is a like cherry red. These work fine. And the reason that I have those in here is because most of the lip colors that I have this month are, or not probably most, I don't know. I have some vibrant colors in this month. So I have in my Kimchi Gloss, which is a super pigmented red gloss. I love this gloss. I like it with the X lip liner. This is a fantastic product. I'm really into it. I also have my Odin's Eye Lip Something Alva Matte Lip Stain in the shade Ripe Papaya. I wasn't super into this formula last time I tried it on initial application, but once I like ate a couple times or like drank some coffee, had some lunch, it wore down to just a pretty stain, which I liked. So I want to play with this and see if I like applying it better a different way or something like that. And then I also have in my Smashbox liquid lipstick. This is the I Love Sarah E. Is that her name? I don't follow her. But she made like a special red lipstick for them, I think like a year ago. It's in the shade Boss. So I have that. This is a really, really pretty red. I also have a mini of that same like type of liquid lipstick. And this is in the shade Stepping Out. It's just a like mauvey nude shade. So I'm glad I have that in here to use as well. And then I have my Dose of Colors. What is this called? I don't know. It's like these things. And this is in the shade Brulee. So I'm going to try to use that this month. And then I have 2 more of the samples of those the Shiseido Gel Lip Balms, maybe? I don't know. This is in the shade Bamboo, which is just like a nice nude brown shade. And this is in the shade Sakura, which is in like a bright pink. So neither of these are open. I haven't used either of these. I previously was using the brown shade and then the like lighter pink in the shade Peony. So those are what I had in last month, but I've swapped them out for these. And we're just going to test them out and see. I do like this formula. I don't know that a foil pack of it is the best way to use it. So if I do end up liking any of these colors, I might buy one, but also probably not because I have a feeling it's kind of expensive. But I think that's everything. So that's all that I have in my Shop My Stash box for the month of December. I'm going to go ahead and put everything back in the box in the tray, and then I will show you the final product. Okay, so this is the box. Oh no! This is the box where I keep my eye products, and then I have my kimchi powder and my bronzer in there, as well as my foundation and stuff, and it's all just falling apart. That's fine. And this is the plastic organizer. I've also started keeping my beauty blender on here because it doesn't get as dirty as it does when I leave it with the rest of my brushes. But I have the Madison Miller palette. I have those lip gels, that Odin's Eye blush, my lip products, as well as my eye primers and my liquid highlight. 2 of the lipsticks are over here because they're square, and these look like square holes, but they're actually like rounded squares, so you can't fit those in there, but that's fine. My eye pigment, my brow products, and my mascara, as well as my eye pencils and my lip pencils. So this is what I'm going to be working with for the month of December. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you stayed to the end, leave me a lipstick emoji down in the comments below. Let me know if you've tried any of these products and how you feel about them, and I hope you are having a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video.